Bethesda just released a lot of details on the Still Dawn DLC, such as the exact release date and a new Brotherhood faction bundle. Meanwhile, the official servers are struggling. It's news time. Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. I'm so glad to tell you the Still Dawn is coming sooner than expected. There's so much to go over today. Bethesda really went wild with the news this time, so let's make this intro as short as possible. Anyway, expect major spoilers from point 7 to 10. I will update you on some public test server matters there. Now, let's start with the breaking news on the upcoming DLC. Let's do this! Bethesda announced the Still Dawn DLC was scheduled to go live in December for some weeks now, but they didn't specify the exact day until now. The new DLC is coming in the 1st of December 2020, a Tuesday. This huge update will introduce a lot of new features such as new NPCs, a brand new questline, dozens of new items, and so much more. The Fallout shelters and survival system changes are also supposed to go live with this patch. Moreover, Bethesda has released a new trailer introducing the Brotherhood of Steel main characters, Ramani, Shin, and Valdez, which will surely take the most important roles in the new quests. What will happen exactly though? Well, I don't want to spoil you here, so I can't really say. It's a story full of conflict and tension. That's all I will say for now. Moving forward, Bethesda also showed sneak peeks of upcoming new locations and even new gear. A little bit of a tease there for those who didn't play Still Dawn on the public test server yet. Anyway, there was also an update on the PTS right after this announcement, which clearly indicates Bethesda is working full force to ensure the new DLC will launch as smoothly as possible. Keep your fingers crossed and ad Victoriam. What else did Bethesda announce? A new bundle. Yep, the Brotherhood of Steel faction bundle is going to get released soonish. The sad news is that you won't be able to use atoms to get it. Bethesda said you need to use in real life money to purchase the bundle, which is exactly what happened with the previous Settler and Raider bundles live with the Wastelanders DLC. Alternatively, you can get the bundle by purchasing the deluxe edition of the game. Now, what can you get with this new Brotherhood bundle? There are quite some faction items you can unlock, such as the highly anticipated Brotherhood Scouting Tower. It's a pre-made building for your camp, which looks like a small fortress tower. There are stairs inside, and you get the Brotherhood logo all over the tower. It's a must-have item if you are a huge fan. Just saying. Next, we have the Brotherhood Barricade, a basic defense item in blue with the faction insignia in white. There is also a tall stash box called the Brotherhood Barracks Locker, which locks high-tech. It looks very high-tech as well, with a digital lock and everything. Ideal to stash your weapons inside, huh? This bundle also includes the Brotherhood Reclaimed Power Armor Paint, another item some players really want to get ever since it got Datamined. And well, let's not forget the Tactical Field Pack, a backpack skin which looks more like a portable radio. There is a functional screen, buttons, an antenna. It's also really high tech. Lastly, we are also getting a new emote, the Brotherhood Salute. Wow, so many great items for that Brotherhood immersion, huh? When is it live for purchasing? Well, Bethesda said to keep an eye on their official website for more details on the following days, so that probably means the bundle is releasing in a few days, maybe next week. We are now 3 weeks before the DLC releases, so I'm sure they will launch this bundle very soon. Stay tuned for more news. Bethesda has also released a new community event calendar, as you surely noticed in the last point. Besides the Still Dawn update, there is nothing that special coming live until the end of the year. The highlights are the return of the treasure hunters later this month, followed by a double experience weekend in mid-December, and then the holiday scorched comeback close to Christmas. Anyway, you can farm hunters one last time this year from November 24 to the 30. There are no new rewards planned though, at least according to the data miners. There's also a bonus challenge event on the way, followed by another 20% sale at the Purveyor. As I said, nothing special is happening in November, more of the same. On the other hand, the return of the Holiday Scorch will bring about 10 new rewards to farm for. Most of them are already featured in one of my latest videos, so feel free to check it out if you are curious. Talking about new events, Bethesda has also confirmed the end of Season 2, which is happening on December 15. If you're not finished yet, don't worry, you got plenty of time to do so. Anyway, I know what you are probably thinking, but that's also the date for the beginning of Season 3. Yep, that's right. This time Bethesda is doing things a little bit differently. Season 2 will end and Season 3 will start right away, all in the same day. Now, that's something that actually makes sense. Why wait in the limbo when you can deliver new content right away? I think this is a great decision to keep players engaged for longer at least. What do you guys think about this announcement so far? Now, I am back to report back on an ongoing issue that seems to only get worse. The server issues and game crashes are as bad as ever. In fact, this weekend things got so bad that certain players were not able to log in. It's like the servers are literally on fire and they cannot keep up with anything. Needless to say, dozens of new reports emerged once again, and this time players have been reporting lots of different issues, from frequent and random game crashes to servers not responding errors, damage not registering, and lots of lag on certain or specific servers. On my end, things have not been that better. I randomly crash every now and then, and strange bugs keep showing up. The lack of game performance for some players is obvious, but it's not like the servers are doing any better. Lots of players have been reporting server not responding errors and random disconnects, where everyone gets kicked from the server at once because, well, it just crashed. But it gets even worse. Some players claim their Fallout 76 couldn't connect to any server this past weekend. The main menu kept the play button gray, which blocks you from playing the game, as obvious. Now, what's Bethesda's answer to all of this? Well, I want to say none, but that's not entirely true. Community managers have been saying Bethesda is indeed investigating the issue for weeks now. They have also been asking some players for more details on their reports. That's about it. It has been several weeks now and nothing has been done about the issue so far. The situation keeps getting worse, in fact. I've been encountering frozen scorched in many servers and strange bugs like stuck blinking players. I'm just hoping the upcoming patch will improve the servers. At least on the public test servers, I never crash or disconnect. That might be because the servers are quite empty and nobody is really cheating. Still, it could also be a sign they have done something to improve the server stability. However, we will only find out on the 1st of December, I suppose, when the Still Dawn DLC comes live. Next, we have another issue which is not exactly new. The event Breach and Clear has a major issue for mounts. It's just most players don't know about it. This is not a very popular event after all. Thanks to Gary for bringing awareness to this issue. Without his comment, I wouldn't know about it either. Now, there are dozens of reports about this bug on social media, which basically unlocks the containers with no loot. They are supposed to contain ore inside, but most will simply be empty, as you can see in the footage. I tested it out and it's really bugged. Only 2 or 3 containers actually had loot for me during this event. At least you can still complete it for event rewards, so that's something. Alright, it's time to get into the public test server news now, so expect all sorts of spoilers until point 10. First of all, I want to tell you that the new Brotherhood of Steel Recon Armor is changing. At first, Bethesda added the same exact defense numbers as the Secret Service armor. I guess it was just a dummy entry with the same stats to change later. Yep, all the pieces from both sets had the same stats. It's even outdated on Wikipedia right now. But last week or so, Bethesda updated the Recon Armor and it has different stats, as you can see. The 2 sets no longer share the same exact stats, so that's great. In fact, the Brotherhood Recon Armor now has better energy and radiation defense, and a bit less physical protection than the Secret Service armor set. I don't think you can say it's better or worse, it's basically a trade-off and an alternative. I think physical defense is the most important for armor, and for most builds and gameplays too, but if you fight lots of ghouls, for example, and enemies with energy damage, then it's probably not a bad idea to sacrifice some physical defense to get more energy and radiation defense in exchange. Honestly, it's a matter of preference here. Lastly, you can buy the new armor mods at Regs for gold bullion at Vault 79. Right now it costs 1 gold per mod for testing purposes only. It's not clear how much each mod will cost, but you should take the Secret Service armor mod pieces into consideration. The prices will most likely be the same or very similar. If you watch my videos, you surely know I have been sharing all sorts of Datamined trinkets discovered for the upcoming Backpack Flair system coming with the Till Dawn DLC. In fact, you will be able to grab a few for free with Season 3, the Red Rocket and the Armor Ace Helmet trinkets. Now, there are many more on the way. It's not clear if they will come in future seasons or if they are all Atomic Shop entries, but the default display images suggest most of the trinkets will be indeed Atomic Shop items. Moving on, data miners have found even more trinkets. There are no images yet. It seems like Bethesda is still creating these items as you watch this video, but still the entries are now part of the game files. This includes trinkets like the human skull, a slot toy, a panda bear, a souvenir, and even a lantern. The lantern has been data mined though. The trinket will use this default lantern model. That's it for the time being. I've got a few updates regarding allies as well. For instance, major allies will receive a minor change with update 24. Beckett and Daguerre will be gone from your camp during certain personal quests, those where they team up with you and move on to another location for a short time. So don't worry if in the future your ally is not at your camp during their quests, even though you placed your ally item and so on. Next, we have some more news on the Lite allies coming with Season 3. Let's start with Yasmin. She was first set to give you food for free when you return to your camp while below 50% hunger, but now it's set to only 50. What does that mean? Well, the hunger system works with points. A full hunger bar is 7,200, while a depleted bar is 0. So 50 is basically starving, very close to depleted. You need a close to empty hunger bar to receive her blessing. By blessing, I mean magic, of course. Apparently, Yasmin can restore your hunger and thirst instantly. In the game files, her skill is even called a spell. Yasmin is also a vendor and she will sell food and recipes. It's not clear what's her vendor pool yet though. Now, moving to the Dr. Solomon, he can heal your radiation, HP, and even cure diseases. Bethesda has drastically changed the service prices though. It used to cost 5,000 or something alike. Now the prices are drastically reduced from 10 to 20 caps per heal. Solomon is also a trader and he will sell you mostly Steam packs. Anyhow, all of this could still change before the DLC goes live, but at least the latest update on the PTS didn't add any changes. Okay, another update I have for you is regarding the mysterious cave with flamingos near White Springs. It's called the Flamingo Cave in some game files, and they are related to the Fallout Shelter's testing process as suspected. So this location should be removed before the update moves to the official servers, if that's really the case. I also encountered a strange bug while attempting to enter this cave shelter. It displayed a message as if I had changed my pacifist mode, when I clearly did not. At first I couldn't see what it was since I was spamming the cave button to enter, but when I slowed the footage you can clearly see what it was about. I am assuming this was just another bug, but who knows what is Bethesda really doing down there. I would love it to be a new location. I'm sure you guys feel the same way, but it's probably not the case here. Well, only time will tell. Alright, now let's move on to the Atomic Shop. There was another update this past Tuesday as always. Before we get any further, there is a new free item to claim, the Vault 76 Military Beret, so make sure to grab it before it's too late. Now for this week, Bethesda released a bunch of military items such as fences, anti-tank traps, a bridge, and even a new pre-made building. The thing is, some of these new items are bugged or not working as intended. Quite normal, if you asked me. First of all, encampment fences got the wrong sound attached to them. When you open or close the gate, it displays the garage door sounds. Yeah, it doesn't really match this wooden door, does it? The encampment bridge is also not performing very well. In fact, you can hardly attach any stairs to the bridge, which is relatively high, so walking on it is kinda impossible unless you jump, of course. Now, don't get me wrong, it's possible to attach stairs to it, it's just you need to place the bridge in a very precise and specific angle. You know, like, you need to get the equation right, otherwise the system will block you from adding any stairs, and that's quite disappointing. Well, that's a few more minor bugs for Bethesda to fix in a future patch. The minor bug I selected for this news is from Daily Ops. It's still bugging often, sadly. The uplinks can just freeze and there is no way to complete your operation. You are forced to reset. I wonder when will they fix this bug, live for months now. Anyway, that's it for now. The Still Dawn DLC is really coming live in less than 3 weeks now, and that's amazing news. I'm really excited to see the final version and how all these new changes will play together in the official servers. Will it get worse? Will things get better? I hope it's for the better, of course. Now, thank you so much for watching. I am Marta Branco. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And as usual, thanks to all my supporters. You guys rock. If you'd like to become one, then feel free to check the links below the video. That's it. I will see you all very soon in the next one. Until then, take care. Adios. Bye bye.